only because from one experience I've had there, I was playing paddle and my partner was about to tee off for this amazing overhead and a bird pooped on her face.
Oh.
Like in her earrings, down her head.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Panel Podcast. We're here today with myself, Mujaheeds, Francis, and my co-host,
Taryn Eppo.
It's been a while. Taryn, the first week of our episode, it aired last week, Tuesday. Up until now, how has it been now? How's the reception been from the community?
I low-key feel like a local famous.
You know what I mean?
Like, I rocked it to work the other day and I saw myself on TV and I'm like,
oh, crazy. Do you know what's mad?
Okay.
Do you know the guy that was sitting here just now before we started filming?
Oh, yes.
So I went up to him and I asked him if he had to move because we record here, man. And you know what he said? He was like, oh, I saw your podcast last week. So, no, seriously, no. That was the first interaction with like so-called fan. I don't want to say fan. But it is so hard to like what's the word? Heartwarming?
Yes.
It's heartwarming because I went up to him and I was like, excuse me, we record here on a Monday, so if you can maybe
I'm
just
so sorry for the
I know you're working, but there's an
inconvenience.
office here for you if you want to work because Arthur has offices.
Yeah, we've got little
We've got
like
offices
spaces,
here, you know what I mean?
telephone
so you can
booths.
work after a game, you can come work here.
During and before.
And he was like, oh no, I saw your podcast, I saw your episode last week. It's actually quite funny and things and whatever. I was like, oh my god, I tried to keep it. I was like, oh, is it? But inside I was like anyway, we're going off topic. Guys, you know, in the first episode or in our beginning of our episodes, we like to introduce the. Oh wait, I'm stumbling on my words. Darren, what do we like to do?
We are going to start with the icebreaker.
Yeah, there we
Our
go.
question for the week was, what rule would you change in the game of paddle? This is actually quite interesting because I think that there was different levels with this answer. I mean,
Yeah.
to make it harder and to make it easier. I think that's kind of where it all...
Especially with the one, where's now? There's two of it that I thought this shows the different levels of people's thinking.
100%.
So if you want to go into it, you can start first. I just got off the court now, that's why I'm stumbling on my words.
Oh, that's...
You know what I
you
mean?
had a nice lesson.
I did.
a very nice lesson.
I was actually just hitting that it's Monday morning. It's actually Tuesday when this episode is, so I shouldn't say it's Monday. It's actually Tuesday. I'm kidding, man. So I was just hitting balls, man, with the ball machine,
nice.
just to warm myself up. So I'm a little bit heated as I'm sitting here. So forgive me, guys. It's fine. It's paddled. You know what I mean?
So this one isn't actually on here, but I just got off a lesson on the court. Well, just finished with a lesson on the court.
This might be the first one.
Yeah. And the lady turned to me and said, "Are you sure it's not allowed to bounce twice?"
Oh, she really want to change the rule.
I was like, "Hey." Thinking of that, no, but cool.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, no, ma'am. So, on that note, the first one here is only playing paddle 2 to 3 times a week.
You know what? That's crazy. Because
When you've got to set your limit.
you have to set a limit. Because paddle has taken over your life so much that people around you, your families, are starting to wonder where you're going every time. And every time you say, like, if it's Wednesday and you played paddle Monday and Tuesday, and it's Wednesday, and you utter those words. Can I go play paddle? Or personal experience of mine. My email is linked to my spouse's.
Okay.
So every time I book on Playtomic,
They
the
get
email
that.
comes up. So before I can go and I can say,
Listen.
I'm playing, can I go play with, I was like, oh no, I know you're going.
Yeah.
I know you're going. It's
say
not like,
less.
it's
Say
not like you
less,
didn't
Muji.
ask. It's not like you didn't ask. You just got the email before I could come to you and ask you actually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So playing paddle 2 to 3 times a week, I feel like that's coming from all the spouses, the people that is out there, that has a partner, that is, you know?
Yeah, you know it's a problem when your partner starts to miss you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you never spend time with me, like, you never hear, like,
Yeah.
you're always playing paddle. You'll be like, yeah, but I only play paddle. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm out there on the streets doing drugs.
Yeah, oh my gosh, of course you, yeah. But I mean, like, that's, I think it becomes that point, especially when you start playing paddle, when that bug bites, it's as many games, 3 times, I'm still at the court, oh, you got an opening.
Yeah.
It's fine, I can play.
Yeah, nah,
Meetings
I
get
see
pushed,
that.
family
Yeah,
life gets pushed. You might even miss a funeral.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
debatable.
thing. It's like COVID. Once you get it, it's done. You're done.
It's done. Next one's
Next
yours.
one. Number 2. What should be made a paddle rule that isn't a paddle rule? Ball should be made with a valve and pump. I think that is factual. I think that's factual.
Or just like if they could put a compression chamber in each club and then you just put your balls in there, lock them away, compression, next time you come, zoop.
Like, I get what you're saying, but like, would everybody be able to use that compression pump? You know what I mean? Because
true.
for me personally, I think that buying balls every time you play a game, it's added on. Like for people that plays paddle often, that doesn't have a racket, you need to hire a racket, you need to rent a racket, and you need to buy balls every single time because you want to play with those frishies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to play with those
You don't hear that-
Wilson's Premier Paddle spec. You know what I mean? So it adds up. The sport is not cheap. Unfortunately, it's not cheap,
No,
but it's fun. The fun overtakes the most. You know, I
100%.
don't think about the money. I think about how much fun I'm gonna have. So, guys, it would be nice to have.
But I think it works
valve in
out
the
quite
pump.
nicely if you get the people that you play with, like your 4 balls, and let's say you're playing once a week.
Yeah.
1 week one person can get it, next week another person, and you can alternate that way.
But what about the people that jumps like onto social games? You know what I normally do? It's gonna put me under a bad light, no?
Oh,
But
no.
I wait. So like you walk in, you're on a social game.
Oh, you take your racket out.
I take my racket out and I wait. I say, okay, there's no
Chilling.
balls here yet. Like, okay, cool.
Walk
Let's
on
see
the
who bites
court.
first. Let's see
Yeah.
who bites first.
Hey, Oaks, does anybody have balls? Oh, shucks.
Oh yeah. Just ask them about the front desk.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
go. Fine.
Thanks,
And then,
my
yeah.
dude.
That's just try to hint at it the whole time. You know, like when you take a public transport, like a taxi, and the guy, she's like, you guys have to pay now, no? And he comes around, yeah. And then I just wait, and I tell him, just give me a sec, I'm gonna get it out of my bag.
And then he
he
goes
goes to the next person.
by the
And then I
time.
wait, and like, okay, you're not gonna come back to me. No, the drive for free.
I'm gonna just get over the next robot.
sorry,
You
man.
don't even have to stop.
I've done that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, moving on.
Next
Number 3.
one touch extra after the ball bounces.
This is
which
for everybody.
means-
This is for everybody below 2. I'm kidding.
Grew up in the shade there.
Which means?
If the ball bounces, does that mean I can play it to you and set it up as a volleyball and you can just bump, pop out?
Exactly. Like I said, the people that is saying this is.
I guess the point becomes unplayable.
Yeah, it does. You imagine the ball bounces twice before you need to hit it.
Yo.
Do you imagine the chaos that will go on court? 2 bounces first. That's me. You know how under pressure you are when the first ball bounces already, or you don't even get it off the bounce.
Yes.
Now the ball bounces twice. You have all that time to prep and to see where the players are on the
And
court.
then you still get to pass it to your partner if we're adding this rule.
You know what? Crazy. No, I don't agree, but the community wants it like that. We can't change it. Maybe you can play custom house rules when you
Street
play.
paddle. Street paddle and
Street
make your
paddle.
own rules.
Exactly.
I think so. Next one's you.
A tennis serve.
So kick smashing from the baseline, basically.
Do you know what? No, one of the coaches at Art, I'm not mentioning names. Josh,
Yeah.
he does that at the beginning, but it's all for fun and games, man. You know, when we're normally hitting the ball around, because Josh comes from a tennis background, he just randomly
But I
would go
mean,
up and he
also,
would
if
just whack the ball.
If you're going to serve a tennis serve from the baseline in paddle
Yeah.
and it hits that glass, I'm gonna run to that net
No,
and
you
pummel
know-
that thing right back at you.
That's why it's not. It's not. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it.
I don't know how you're gonna be on the attacking unless you just.
I immediately know that you're gonna. If I see you throw the ball up and wanting to do a tennis serve, I know that ball's gonna bounce. It's gonna hit the glass. I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna pop it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, okay, quiet tennis serve, bro.
Yeah.
But there was no meaning to it at all.
I love that.
Yeah.
The kick
Amazing.
there.
Your posture, everything. I could see you have a
Love
tennis
it.
background.
Love it.
it. But that's my point.
Hundreds,
Say less,
take
that's my
it.
point.
Next one, changing the net height.
Yeah. Changing. How is the net right now? Do you know?
I think it's hip height. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But my hip and your hip might be two different.
That's the thing. I
Hip
should
heights.
ask the maintenance guy that's here. But changing the net height meaning higher or lower? What you want, higher or lower? Because it just says
Well, I mean,
change
how
the
many
net
people
height.
from last week stopped netting? It would probably go lower.
Lower, yeah.
Imagine
you're right,
somebody
you're right.
nets it after they lower the net.
Oh my word. Crazy. Rather play table
Coaching
tennis.
number.
Oh, but yeah, no, I will give you a coaching number. Afterwards, if I see that net is low, like lower than the stable, and you're still netting it. Now, actually, there's no hope.
Yeah.
Coaching is not going to help you.
No,
Coaching is not gonna
polo
help
it
you.
is. Polo,
Polo or just
hockey.
table tennis. Just stay indoors because you are hazard to the community. Just stay inside.
Next one's on you.
Your next one. What? Number 6.
Yep.
You can play off the mesh. You can play off the mesh.
Oh, so like glass vibes. So you can hit
Mesh, like
off
side.
mesh
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
do off the glass.
Yeah. But you can do that. So I think the person means off the, like before the panels of the glass, the mesh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
directly hit it on that
But that's
over.
that's orcs because you know
But-
this
but the
plant
mesh-
here
yeah,
is
no,
like
it's like-
all over me.
You wanna swap?
Nah, I'm cool.
Okay.
Just gonna lean forward the entire time for the entire episode. Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties. Here we go. Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing is I dig that. I think it could be quite cool. The only thing is that mesh is very unpredictable.
That's what
I mean,
I'm
what happens if
about to
I
say.
hit the ball this way and then it hits the rod that's facing my way and the ball?
That's unpredictable. I think that's why it's an actual rule in battle.
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
think so.
It's
It's very
unpredictable.
unpredictable.
You can't hit it, and it doesn't bounce the same as it bounces off the glass.
No,
it doesn't.
true,
It
true,
doesn't.
true,
If you
true.
hit that ball directly into the mesh, it's gonna die there,
Yeah,
or
straight
it's gonna
down.
bounce
Funny.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've seen it as well.
Next one. You can serve anywhere diagonally on the court. It doesn't have to be in the box or block.
So long and short and serving into the other person's court doesn't matter. You can just serve and
Just get it
play.
in.
Just serve and play. Look here,
Ew.
community guys, you guys are absolutely lazy. I was just gonna say
Like
that.
a buckling here.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You guys are not lazy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the number of talent coach in the group, and you can come through, come learn how to play the game. I'm kidding, man, guys. You can serve anyway. Like I said, house rules.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I like that. I like that. Next one's on you.
No bounce on serve. I feel like no bounce on serve and the tennis serve is the same.
But also no bounce on serve. And if we go on no bounce on serve and we have to hit it way tight, it's not going to be a tennis serve. It's going to come up here.
Oh, yeah,
but
true. You can drive through. You can
But
drive
my
through.
thing is, I think that might be a little bit harder.
For no bounce.
For no bounce.
Yeah. You're right.
Because-
You're dropping that ball. Just
Yeah, and I mean, you've got to still make contact here.
But the thing is, I think we take all the rules out if we have no bounce. Like the rule is that you can't serve it
Connected,
above
yeah.
your hip height. But if we're talking about no bounce, I feel like that rule goes out the window as well. Because then you can just hit it and exactly.
True.
No bounce on serve. Last one for you, then.
Only one serve.
Okay. So
We can clearly see this is a 3+ person.
that I was gonna say now. I was gonna say this person only wants one serve. So like I said at the beginning of the show, you can see that these questions were two types of people.
Yes, 100%.
The 2 below and the 3+.
Yeah.
Imagine having one serve only. Do you know the margin for error? Like it is absolutely nuts. One serve.
Imagine playing a high-end level tournament with one serve.
Crazy. I feel like you're getting broken every time. For one serve. One serve only.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to have to master a drop shot serve for that.
Oh yeah, true.
Because,
Majority of the time the ball's going into the net. Even if you're a 3+ player, I think the pressure of having that mentality or that idea in your head that I only have one serve. Because think about this, when we have 2 serves normally,
yeah, so you go for that
you
first
go
one.
for, exactly, you put
The
100%.
second one's a bit like,
Yeah, if
but
you
now you've
miss
got
it,
one.
if you miss that first one after putting your all into it, that second one you're serving just to get it
Yeah.
over the net.
But
You're
now
just serving
imagine
it.
every serve is either just to get over the net. Are you in a
Exactly.
good position or are you in a bad
I
position
feel like
after that?
that messes up the game. 2 serves is fine. 2 serves is fine. 3 serves is a joke because it's crazy. 1 serve, not for me. Sorry, I don't agree with that. But that's the end of the questions. That's the end of the icebreaker. That was amazing, guys. The community. If you guys want to play house rules on court, and I don't think that's possible also because of your Playtomic rating if you want to jump into social matches. But look here, nevertheless, come through, jump onto the court, play your house rules. I don't mind.
As long as you're having fun.
Yeah, if all 4 of you guys agree.
And it
that you're
doesn't
playing-
break out into a cage fight.
Exactly.
I'm all for
And
it.
it's a friendly on Playtomic, then I'm all for it. Let's play house rules, friendly on Playtomic, doesn't affect your rating.
You imagine
Go
you
for it.
create a competitive and you make house rules and you're serving like kick smashes
Crazy.
the whole time.
Crazy. Absolutely nuts.
I don't know what I'd actually do.
Nah. I wouldn't agree. It'd be fun to
I'd
watch.
change the rule back.
I'll change. Yeah, exactly. Can we reset, guys? Please, can we just all reset to back to normal again?
Yeah.
That was the first icebreaker for the second episode, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Paddle Podcast with myself, Mujaheeds, and my co-host.
Taryn Hepburn.
It's been amazing, guys. The reception of the first episode was quite good. I felt slightly overwhelmed and heartwarmed by the community. and all the positive feedback that we got from YouTube, from you guys on YouTube and stuff. It was good. I mean, this has been coming along for quite some time, and the first episode was amazing. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I loved it. Like,
absolutely nuts.
I think also because I haven't really been in front of a camera or seen myself on anything else besides my own Instagram page.
Yeah.
It was a bit like, this is cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
This is new. I like having these venting moments.
Exactly.
You know?
But how's the week been for you since the episode dropped up until today? What's been the highlights and stuff for you?
Highlights. I got a lot more coaching lessons in the last week.
Oh, sure, but yeah, I've seen you on court, no? I've seen you on court.
So that's been really, really cool.
Yeah.
To be very honest, I've still been very hyped about it. I kind of feel like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. But I look back and I mean, 7 days have passed, so that's a lifetime in the paddle.
Yeah.
I think I've had about 7 odd Americanos that I've run this week.
Oh,
a
sure.
smashing tournament on Sunday. That was crazy.
Oh, we have to talk about that.
The fact that there's a second edition as well.
Paddle Trotters by Coach Thomas at Arthur Farina.
The caliber of players that he rallied up yesterday was
absolutely nuts.
Mind-blowing.
I think that, aside from one other thing that's a highlight for me from last week, now we're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about that. But the Paddle Trotters event on Sunday, the quality that was on court right through, you could look either way, left or right, and there was
100%.
quality right around.
Yeah, court
you
1
never
to 4
get that.
was literally banging. Like,
Amazing.
And the vibe was cool, the community pulled through, the support was awesome, the pizzas were great.
I was about to say, the food, court and coffee, guys.
Yeah.
Court and coffee. If you come to Arthur Farina, it's not sponsored, we just love court and coffee so much.
Amazing.
The pizzas.
The pizzas,
super,
the breakfast
super
bagels on Saturday.
I like
the French toast.
I like the toasted chicken and mayo sandwich.
That's
Toasted
fire,
chicken mayo.
and that's available every day, which is amazing.
My guy.
I love that.
Chicken and mayo sandwich.
I love that.
Absolutely amazing. Really, I in my past life was a chef before I became a paddle athlete pro.
Enthusiast. What is that word? Enthusiast.
Oh my word. Enthusiast.
Okay, cool.
Before I was a chef for 2 years, and I can tell you, I've never made a chicken and mayo sandwich that was that good. That's amazing.
It is.
We going off topic. What we do? Oh yeah, Paddle Trotters. Yeah, amazing event. Super. That was the first edition, guys. The second edition is going to be in November. I don't want to give away the date, the exact date, but it's going to be in November.
It's probably going to be around the 9th of November, but don't.
Yeah, probably somewhere there around the 9th. It's probably like between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock as well. But we don't give away anything.
No, it's also at Arthur Farina.
Yeah, exactly.
Invite only.
You know what I mean?
That's actually kind of cool though. I like that. I like that concept of invite only because that's also a niche of paddle. That level of paddle is very niche-like.
And those players that play at that level want to play with other players that are on that level.
And I mean,
you get what I'm saying?
We had maybe an average of the ages of 20 to about 60 odd.
There was two guys.
Were jamming.
There was 2 guys that was playing on court 4 the first game that I'm sure was above the ages of like 40.
Shout out Rob and Bernard.
Oh yeah, no, there we go. She knows.
No.
I feel like I won't be able to jam with you guys at all.
At all.
Well
I
done.
was
At that
blown
age.
away.
At that age.
The wisdom though.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I could see
Yeah.
what they wanted and where they wanted that ball to go. And the fact that they knew where it needed to go after that, I was blown away.
I don't know the names of the people, but there was one guy, also on court 4, that had a serve that his serve looked unorthodox, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Super unorthodox. Like he would hold the ball and they would do this. And then he would go through the ball. I don't know who it was, but that was quite funny to me. But you still played amazing. 10 out of 10.
It was crazy. I mean, David picked up his son's knocks on the day and jammed like knocks definitely makes you improve.
And
That's what I'm saying.
On that note as well, if you watched the episode last week, I said that something about the racket and your playing style. Guys, the racket has nothing to do with the way you play. There is obviously some contribution towards your play.
100%.
But
it's what you're comfortable with.
You can't go through 10 rackets and say at each time that it's the racket. You need to jump on a session, call a coach, play games, fix your little errors and things. Don't buy one racket and say, oh, I'm going to play with this one. And then you lose a match and then you go buy another racket. Like surely by the 10th racket or the 8th racket,
Even your
not
credit
the
card's
rackets.
going bad.
Guy, it's not
Hey
me,
now,
man.
hey now.
Like, spend this money on coaching instead. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, what I liked about it is that there are new faces coming through
To the
there.
arena,
I
yeah.
mean, playing paddle for about 2 years, I've seen Gavin play, I've seen James play, seen Justin play, Craig I've seen play, Bernard, Rob, I've seen them play. It is amazing that places like Racket and Ball, Paddle X and Somerset West, they're all pulling through here. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, we see this in Somerset West, but right on your doorstep is wild. And the people that are coming through and the channel and the environment that it's creating for good paddle, it blew my mind.
Speaking about people coming through for paddle, I want to talk about my week.
Please. I lived your week with you, and I'm like,
Guys, if you
I
know
think
me,
it's been.
oh my word.
I don't think I've seen you not smile for
No,
the
that's
last
crazy.
week. How are
That's
your
crazy.
cheeks, bro?
This man. If you know me, if you know who I am, if you know my friends, the people in my life, you know that I am bigger than paddle. I am a huge Harry Potter fanatic. Like, ask me anything, challenge me, you'll lose. I know the law, I know everything. I grew up with them meaning I grew up with the movies. So
I grew up with them.
yeah, you know what I mean. So that being said, I had the opportunity to play paddle with. I'm not going to say any names.
Yeah,
That's the
not
thing.
once, my
Yeah,
friend.
I'm
Not
gonna say
even
any-
once.
I'm not going to say any names, but
twice.
because of a coach at Arturf, I was given the opportunity to play with he who shall not be named. Let's go with that. He who shall not be named. That's not Voldemort. I'm just going to say because that's normally referred to.
He's probably friends with him.
He's probably, very, very close friends. If you think about it, like super like this. You know what I mean? But I had the opportunity to play with him on court, not once, but twice, which is absolutely mind-blowing. To me, it was absolutely crazy because there's a guy that you see on TV in your favorite movie and you know everything about it. And next thing you know, you're playing with him on court. And you know what was
as
wild?
normal, and it was so much fun. You guys had such good banter.
My mind was laying out of my body, and
I love how you guys got competitive on the court. There was even like a bit of that.
You know what? It's crazy.
Ooh, it was the banter was cool. I enjoyed that.
On Saturday when we played the second time, I did the second time. The first time was on Monday. Monday session was absolutely nuts because I didn't expect it because I was there. And I spoke to one of the coaches and we were talking about...
And it was like 2 hours later, we had to mentally prepare for this.
Exactly. We were sitting in the boardroom and he was like, look here, I want to tell you something. So and so is actually coming through to play.
I think, do you know why we were talking about the movie?
The invite.
And we were talking about the movie. And he was like, funny you speak of...
The way he told us about it was so casual, like it's anybody.
If you guys ever had to play a tournament, I think you guys could be called the Half-Blood Princes.
Oh my word! I don't think that I'm gonna get this experience ever again. I don't think so. Like on Saturday, we played a game. Wasn't serious. It wasn't serious. We just came through the jam.
Yeah.
I played with Coach Thomas.
Yes.
And then the two of them played
on the other
himself
side.
and his producer or his partner. Yeah. And then funny enough, then we switched.
Yes, so you guys had like
Thomas
a bit of like Americana vibes.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you played with everyone and against everyone.
I played with he who shall not be named for a couple of minutes, and let me tell you, I went from my level to like a 0.5 because I was just in awe the entire time.
Starstruck.
Standing like next to this guy that I've only seen on TV, and now you're next to me, playing paddle with me.
Can I tell you what the weirdest thing was? Okay, it wasn't the weirdest thing. It was like the coolest thing actually, but it was weird on how natural it was. So on my first game on the Monday, I mean, I was standing, obviously I'm doing my own thing, trying to like act nonchalant, you're welcome here, have a seat, like let me just carry on with my things, walk past him 4 times, like not that I even have to. And you're just like, this is Taryn, she's a huge fan, and he's like, do you want a hug? And I'm just like pulling in there, and he's like, I'm sorry, it's so sweaty, and I'm like,
and you know what's mad?
That's cool.
It's super crazy.
Kit Kat, Coca-Cola, what can we get you?
It's mad to see that he's actually like super normal. Like he's super normal. Do you know, he took like, what was amazing for me, the highlight, like super highlight of my entire week is that we sat down. I obviously like I had to keep my composure because like you are literally like my favorite character in this entire series. You know, so like I
Yeah,
need
plus
to
he
keep
evolved
myself.
so much throughout
you know
that
what I mean?
entire...
Like character
like-
evolvement. Like oh my word, hectic. Now
I think it is like you grew up with him because, I mean,
I
there's
did.
7 movies for you to...
and with the age group that we went through was the same. I used to
100%.
wait outside. Sorry, I used to wait outside of the bookstore to get the book. I used to like for the movies. I was there first.
You have no idea.
I was, you know what I mean. So for me, it was intense. And speaking to him, absolutely nuts. My mouth went dry. But afterwards, when I like, came to my senses and actually spoke to him, he took so much interest in, like, he engaged, man. You would think that people
Yes.
of that caliber, of that stature, they'll be like, oh yeah,
They like
okay,
kind of
yeah,
overlook you.
Yeah, but
it like goes...
like he was like, oh, so you do photography as well? Let me
he was very engaged, and I mean,
That's amazing.
It was so cool. And the way he felt so at home here, even
Yeah,
with the people.
like afterwards.
It was cool.
On Saturday it was more intense because Monday it was empty, you know,
Yeah,
because you know
it was a bit more free.
yeah, but Saturday we were sitting down having like, you know, drinks after the game or whatever maybe, and people came up to him and people wanted pictures and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit rough because one guy was like, can you come play?
Hi,
on the
we like
corner?"
one short. Do you want to just like go play outside in the sun
It was
in
super
Africa?
cringy. It was super cringy for me. I was like, guy, what are you doing, man?
I promise you.
Oh my word.
I got handed a rack and they're like, Terry, we need a fourth. I'm like, don't worry, we got it.
Yeah,
we got
yeah,
it. You
yeah,
take
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's fine.
No, and you know what? No, he took my cap as well. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And that was very cool that he played in the Suns t-shirt as well. That
Yeah.
was cool.
He was like, oh, I like your cap. And I was like, yeah, take it.
Yeah, you may have it.
Yeah, do
You
you want
can
it?
have it.
Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, but that for me was the highlight of my week. Probably the highlight of my year so far. I don't think I'd ever experience that again with anybody because of how much I like Harry Potter so much.
Yeah.
So you can tell me Ali Gallen will come through and I'll be like, okay, cool. I met he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
I actually played with he who shall not be
He
named.
has my cap.
You know what I mean?
We're friends now.
Chingato, Galan, whoever, Tapia, want to come through and play, it's fine. I'm not saying that don't though. I would obviously be stoked, but like the stoke level's like yeah, and that, you know what I mean? Crazy.
It is wild.
Yeah.
But what I actually like
Yeah.
about this whole thing, relating it back to paddle,
Yeah.
is that this sport is so inclusive.
Yeah. It is.
And I love that. And I think that paddle is going to be competing with anything that keeps you busy.
Of course, yeah, no,
Like,
definitely.
it's not even competing with the sport.
Yeah,
it's not
no.
even competing directly with tennis or directly with squash or directly with golf
Yeah.
even. It is literally competing with anything that keeps you busy.
And you know what's mad about it now? When I saw that there's courts booked at 6 o'clock in the morning, I knew, nah, the sport's going to take over. Give it another
Yeah.
2-3 years, there's going to be. Do you want to guess how much paddle courts there are in Cape Town?
Alone.
How much do you think?
As in individual courts or individual clubs?
Clubs.
I want to go 23.
It's quite specific. Why 23?
I don't know, it just came to me.
23.
But paddle sensies are like, 23.
Oh, I would like to think that there's maybe, I want to say like 40. I want to say like 40. I think if you counted, you want to count?
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's go. So where are we going to start?
We start here, obviously.
Okay.
So we got Artef.
Yeah, but then if you go down that side, you've got Table View.
It's at Bay Paddle.
No, Table View is Atlantic Paddle. Then you got Atlantic Paddle at Atlantic Beach.
Yeah.
So those are the two. And then there's
Bay Paddle.
Bay Paddle, Aura.
Order. Did you count in Artef
Epic.
already?
No.
No?
Epic is, Artef is now 6, sorry.
6.
Africa Paddle.
Africa Paddle. Action Paddle.
Virgin Active.
Virgin Academy. That's 10.
Paddle X.
Paddle X Somerset West.
Um,
Do you know there's paddle courts now at Mykonos as well?
yes, they're opening there
Crazy.
as well.
I never liked Mykonos before.
Our
I'd go there
opening
now.
soon club.
Yeah, open name drop. Oh, we can bleep that out. Opening soon. What?
Okay, yeah. Our new opening thing.
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
we now, 8?
That's 8. No, that's also 8. That's 13.
Oh, because of the,
Yeah.
13.
So I think 40 is a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, I
think
think
we're closer to 23.
23.
Yeah. There should be more. So
Yeah, but also, but you see, we're going
Camps
Africa.
Bay.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
going Africa Paddle. But Africa Paddle have 3-4 branches.
exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that I get that. That's, And I think a lot, there's like even a few paddle courts that have opened up on the roofs of buildings. Companies have done like corporate things where they've got their own paddle courts. Alrighty. So, I would love to know your personal preference of paddle courts you have played at.
Okay.
But this is on you, and it's only the courts that you have played at. Not like ones that you've looked at and...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Disclaimer. This is our personal opinions. This is not the actual stats and facts about your club.
It's not facts, this is statements.
This is just me. So, don't come at me. Or come at me. I don't mind.
We will fight you.
Yeah, no. Obviously, okay, so I'm gonna go first.
Go for it.
Played at Artef, love Artef. Artef is the buzz. Come to Artef.
Bussin'. Artef's bussin'.
Exactly. There's nothing better. I have not played at a different club that I haven't enjoyed more than I played at Artef. So, Artef number one, definitely.
Cool.
And I'm not saying that because we're affiliated with Artef.
This is a choice.
This is a choice. Love it so much. Artef, if I could maybe, okay, now I'm lying. The lights, Pakke, it's, kind of blinding, but nevertheless, everything else is amazing.
You can maybe get like a dimmer.
Yeah.
Like, so that each person can put their preference of the lights when they get onto the court. Imagine
That's not a bad
that.
idea.
Cap, cap, 1, 2, 3,
It's like
less
a dim.
dim. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Like the downlighters vibes,
yeah.
and you can dim it.
Oh, that's actually a cool idea. But
Evolutionary, moving on.
Exactly. Number one for me would be Artef. I like it. I like playing here. And obviously, because we got another branch opening, I'm gonna bleep all of this out. Another branch opening. Ready for it's gonna be so. Oh, Africa Battle. What you mean? Anyway.
I am frothing for that, actually.
Yeah. Number two for me, personally, would be Racket and Bull in town.
Bree Street, that is stunning.
Racket and Bull, guys, absolutely amazing, man. Like, I loved it.
Have you
so
been
much.
to the one in Melrose Arch?
No.
Okay. That was the first Racket and Ball I went to, and I was blown away.
Is Melrose Arch in Johannesburg?
Yes.
I haven't been.
Okay.
I haven't been to Joburg.
Well, we need to go.
Yeah, guys, if you want the podcast to come up to
Mother City
Johannesburg.
visuals.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, Daytona in Racket and Ball, they did really well because you walk straight through Daytona itself.
Yeah.
And you walk through all the cars.
Easy.
And then these doors open and it's just like paddle.
Amazing.
And Racket and Ball have done it also really, really well because they've got that signature yellow framework.
Yeah, of course.
So it looks good. I agree with your first two.
Third
one.
Yeah, third one for me. Only because I like the scenery. I liked, is it Africa Paddle in Camps Bay?
Yes.
Is it that one?
Yes.
It's one court only, no? It's one court in
Yes,
the villa,
yes,
Camps Bay Retreat. I went to Camps Bay Retreat once for the weekend, and I saw you guys had a thingy there, a paddle court there. Absolutely loved it, only because of the vibe.
The scenery
is amazing.
Yeah,
super amazing.
Beautiful.
That would be number 3 for me, just purely based on scenery. Other than that, there's nothing else there.
Oh, okay.
No, like,
okay, so it's proper like
it's just
resort
for the,
type of
yeah.
paddle. Oh, cool.
The pro
okay.
shop is
Amazing.
basically like in a container. It's like
okay.
it's not a club, man. It's
I
just
get
a
what you're
paddle
saying.
court that's
I get what you're saying. Okay, that's cool.
That would be number 3 for me. I'm forgetting order, but I think I put order first because, like I said, it's personal opinion. But I like order. I put order first because your cheesecake. Have you had the?
I actually haven't. Is it the same one we sell here? No.
No. It's not. Actually, not the cheesecake. The red velvet cake.
Oh, I have not.
Oh my god! Big ups to whoever's making that red velvet cake at order. Oh, like I said, I was a chef in my previous life.
Yes.
The texture, the taste, the moistness of it, everything right through. Solid 10 out of 10 for me.
Amazing.
Solid.
Amazing. Because that's also touch and go, hey? Because sometimes they put normal icing and not that cream cheese icing, and then that's a deal breaker.
Oh,
and they put the red food
word.
coloring in instead of actually using beetroot. For me, that's also a bit of like a...
Bruh.
So
the red velvet cake is out of this world. Your paddle courts, I would say, I had the experience there with one of my friends that played there. He was obviously, they lobbed him, he got pushed back, and his back went into the glass. And the only way to obviously get yourself back up
into
again
position,
is to use your hand. Sometimes you use your hand or you push yourself forward.
Yeah, Thomas does it a lot on the left with that backhand, and then
exactly.
accelerate back in.
So one of my friends went through the glass panel, the
through
hinge.
it.
So not through it. So he went back and the hinge
Obviously
did
gave
this,
give.
and as he went forward to push himself, his thumb got like stuck in the. But he pulled out. Luckily in time, we pulled it out like
By the
luckily in
time, obviously, the glass came back
It
to...
slightly got him. Slightly got him, meaning that his thumb swole a bit. But like that's the only thing that I would say, because the glass.
I actually feel like I have no facial expression right now. I feel like a bit pale.
No,
Like,
it's mad. That happened to Tolito as well, in one of his games that he
I
played.
did see that. I did see that.
The same thing happened to him. But I think that's the only problem that you have when you go like full panoramic.
Oh yeah,
don't
obviously
have
because
the-
the joints are at the top and the bottom. They're not on that. There's not that. Yeah.
So the glass does this if it's
So
not
there's
like
a bit more
stable enough.
give.
That's the only thing I would say that's the not issue. It's not even an issue. It could be a serious issue though. It could be, but that's the only thing wrong
that's
with order.
okay, I
that's why.
see.
That's also why you guys are like at fourth. But aesthetically, I like the place. I like the blue vibe
the
going
blue
on.
is
I
very
like it.
cool, I
I like
enjoy
the fact
that.
that they have table tennis there as well.
Okay.
You know. So by the way, I played table tennis back in the day.
Yes, I remember. And you got your whole like in the garage and your cousins and friends.
We used to
and-
jam table tennis, like jam
Amazing.
table, like until late at night. I picked up as soon as I started playing paddle religiously, got the vibe and everything. I can't play table tennis anymore. I can't. Just side topic. I can't play table tennis anymore because of the, like, hitting the ball at different paces and the amount of power you need to put in because that ball is so light.
True.
And that racket that you have, the table tennis racket, it's basically made out of cardboard or plank, I don't know.
Isn't it like
It's
plywood
padded, yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and then it's got that sponge?
But I
or...
can't play for it. Oh, I can't play anymore. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah.
Order, very nice. Also, put
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
and they've got
forth.
the foosball there. They've got
Foosball
that
there as
upstairs
well.
section you can sit and chat
Yeah,
and look. That's
private
also
court
cool.
as
Yeah,
well. I like the
that's-
private court. I like the private because it's so concealed. It's like off, you know. I like that. I'll put you guys fourth, solid fourth. Where
Out of
else
4
have I
clubs
played?
that you played at.
Yeah.
So they 4 out of the 4 clubs.
Yeah. Where else have I played? Where else have I played?
Epi, have you played at Epi?
Oh, yes, Epicenter. But I'll put him fifth.
Okay.
I'll put him fifth. There's not much going on there. Like, aesthetically, I don't like it. It's so white. Not the
Oh,
race.
I got you, okay.
Not the race. just like... Not the race, sorry. Because it's so white, not the race. It's the aesthetic of the place. I don't like it. I'm not overly fond about it, man. I'm not, because it looks bland, man. It's bland. It's bland.
I hear you.
That's it. It's bland for me. Like when I come in there, it's like, there's no vibe.
Like when you don't get your biryani from your place.
Do you know, or your akini. Your akini is not wet. Your akini is dry. That's what Epicenter is.
Okay.
But I think it's my personal opinion about the clubs. T, what's yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
Okay. My most favorite club is Arturf. It always has been Arturf. In terms of, I've played a lot of paddle here. I enjoy it, but I've always liked how clean it is when I come here.
Oh, yeah,
That's the one
yeah,
thing
yeah,
I've
yeah.
really, really liked, even from the beginning. Whether it be super busy or empty, that standard
Yeah.
is always met. And I love how the toilet paper is folded
Into
in
a
the bathrooms,
triangle.
into the triangles.
That's the little
like-
things, no? That's the
and
little
it's,
things.
and you might, like, I mean, I work here, so I
Yeah.
go to the bathroom at least often enough.
Yeah.
And it's always there.
Yeah.
It's always done.
So like that, I like that as well.
I love
Small
those little touches.
You know the showers, just also the showers.
It comes out of
The options.
all directions.
You don't
and
only
you
need
got
to
the
get it
hand
from the
thing.
top. Pause. You don't need to get it from the top only. It comes at you. You can.
Comes diagonally.
And
Comes.
do you know what I like? The river option, like the underwater fall option, where it comes
Yes,
at you like.
yeah, like woof,
Bruh.
and the water pressure, sick,
Yeah.
and the temperature of the water.
Yeah, no, crisp.
Love that.
This is not sponsored,
No, this is
So
just my
sponsored.
personal preference for sure.
and I fully agree. I absolutely love the showers here.
I do.
I shower here more than I shower at home.
100%. I spend more
opportunity.
time here than what I do at home.
Every
actually.
opportunity.
Second place that I really enjoy for me is definitely going to be Racket and Ball. Love Bree Street, love Melrose Arch. I think that aesthetically the touches and attention to detail is almost what I'm used to here,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, I really like the staff there. Very, very cool. Third place, I would have to go, besides the wind and the sunset and the positioning of the courts, would be Table View, Atlantic Paddle. The vibe there I love, but that used to be my old tennis club, so I've got a lot of homies and friends and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
old friends, should I
Yeah.
say, that you can rekindle with. Everyone's more chilled there. I know I can leave my shoes outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of more like a home
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
Obviously, living in Cape Town, the wind is
especially
a
on the
thing.
beachfront.
And then the sunrise and sunsets, like,
Yeah.
so that's would be my third. Fourth, I digged Africa Paddle, Camps Bay, the one inside though with the dome.
Oh, yeah.
That
yeah.
one. I loved
Yeah.
playing there. That was very cool. That was like I'm on the APT tour.
No,
Like,
amazing.
I was
amazing.
like, what? That was cool. Fourth, I would go Aura, but not the private court. It has a bit too much sand for me, and I feel a bit enclosed there.
Yeah.
But facilities are really cool. I like the blue. It's refreshing. I like that it's a bit more spaced out. It feels a bit bigger.
Oh yeah, run
in
outs as
terms
well.
of that.
Nice.
Then I would go Epi, only because from one experience I've had there, I was playing paddle, and my partner was about to teal for this amazing overhead, and a bird pooped on her face.
Oh.
Like in her earrings, down her hair.
For real? A bird?
Do you know what that? Okay, like
A bird?
a whole pigeon, my dude. And then I look up and there's a family. This is me. I'm like, I think this is contagious, like sneezing. If one shits, the rest are all gonna.
Hectic. Imagine lining up for overhead and you get shat on. You got shat on by a
Literally,
bird.
like a.
I wouldn't do overheads
Like a-
anymore. I wouldn't do overheads.
But no, but imagine standing waiting and then.
Yeah. Yo.
And that stuff stains your clothes.
Nah, I'm
also,
out.
like, it
I'm
smells,
done.
too.
I'm done.
So
I'm
that for
sorry.
me, I was a bit like, okay, this is fun, but can we stop playing?
Nah, I'm
Like-
done. I'm done.
like, can we
If I
maybe-
get shat on by a creature while
Indoors.
playing paddle
Indoors.
bruh, I'm done. You don't see me again. I'm sorry.
A creature.
I'm sorry. You don't see me again. You won't see me again.
So
I'm
that
done.
was the only thing. But I have played a lot of paddle for good there. The vibe for paddle for good is really cool, and I like the fact that there's the 4 courts and that you can sit anywhere at Epi and watch paddle, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Okay.
I'd love to play it more places though.
True. Actually, now that we did this ranking, I actually think I should go
There's
play
a lot more we need to explore.
Yeah, guys, if you want us out there, you
Yeah.
can invite us to a game. I'm keen. I'd obviously whack you, but I'm keen to play at your club. So yeah, that's the buzz. That's the buzz for the paddle rankings and stuff. I actually want to go ahead and play and talk about the shot of the week. And I'm actually going to play on the screen right now. Bang! That was a shot of the week by Hassan. You remember the video that I showed you? Hassan and Yazid. That's the two. Amazing shots. I know they were just practicing.
No, but
Still, shot of the week, definitely.
speechless.
Bang! Into the basket.
And I promise you, if you
Amazing.
blink, you're gonna miss it.
No, definitely. That's why I zoomed it in like that. You see my
Yeah.
editing skills was like,
Wah,
bang.
wah.
Amazing shot of the week.
Wow.
That was a shot of the week presented to you by Push It and who else? The podcast.
Yeah, us and Push It and Artif.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that was actually kind of wild. We've actually had some really good shots this week, to be very honest. Nazmi hit one in between his legs. Mo also got an insane one off the glass in between his legs.
Yeah.
I've been crushing my down the line forehand. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say it. But yeah, no, it's been.
Yeah.
Zubair's got a whole new take on a roundhouse forehand. That's also
Is it?
deadly.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna, people, you guys, if you're watching the podcast right now, push the clips, man, and send it through if you want
Yeah,
your
definitely,
video to be
please,
featured on here.
please.
Push it. I want to see. I want to see your crazy ass shots,
skills, your mad ass
lobs, your
skills.
payeras off the glass, everything. I want to see. If you thought there was an amazing shot that you pulled off at, you can't
100%.
do again, send it through. We play it on the show for the shot of the
Could
week.
even be your first pop out. It
Yeah,
could be a
yeah,
kick
no,
smash.
no,
it
definitely.
could be a drop shot. It could be through the legs. Whatever it is, your highlights are going to be our
Yeah,
highlights.
That's the
Let us
vibe.
know.
That's the vibe. So up next, I want to talk about your Playtomic ratings, man. The mystery, not the mystery, just the vibe around your Playtomic rating.
It's kind of like a sensey, touchy
It is
subject
quite
for some.
sensitive. It is quite sensitive.
Ah,
You know,
I think you should start this one off.
no, the thing is this, man. The thing is this. When we built this place last year in November, we opened up, and that's when I started taking paddle semi-serious.
Okay.
I didn't know what the Playtomic rating was. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't know. I jumped onto games with people that knew, and people were just punching in scores at the end of the game, and they would affect the
obviously.
rating. And I was like, yeah, no, I love paddle. Let's play. Obviously, the sport bit me very early. I didn't understand the rating system.
Okay.
You know? So I was like, yeah, no, we play. And then at the end of the game, as I'm learning, obviously, oh, it goes 15, 30, 40, game, 6 sets, whatever. And then at the end of it, you need to punch in the scores. I didn't know any of that. So I was jumping onto games the entire time, and my rating was getting affected because people's been putting in, oh, they were winning and winning and winning. So my score was like going down. And
100%.
I was maybe, before I got leveled, I was a 0.5, but I wasn't the 0.5. Do you know what I mean?
I get
On
you.
Playtomic. And I would try to hop onto games with people, and they would be like, nah, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, you're not
can't,
like
you
us.
can't." I was like, what?
Yeah,
Let me see
that
what's
is
happening.
tough. That
And then I
is
was like,
tough.
oh, shit, this actually matters. And then I got clued up. So it's kind of my fault. But then I got clued up with it, and I was like, bruh.
But it's also like Playtomic doesn't come with an instruction manual that says how things work. Do you know,
You know what I mean? So
you just know that you've got to get that app to get your game,
Yeah,
and that's what you know.
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what you
You
do.
answer those questions at the beginning first, but I would say yes to everything, to be honest with you. I didn't though, I was honest.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know it was like, oh, this is your rating for the game. Do you
Yes.
get what I mean? So like, I was like, oh, can you do overhead? No. Can you play off at the time? Can you play off the glass? No, I can't. I don't know what that is, so no. Can you hit the ball, hit the forehand? Oh yeah, I can. And then it gave me a number. I was like, okay, cool. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't know, are we gonna swear on the podcast?
I don't know. I don't know what kids are watching this.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens in your households.
Anyway, yes,
So we can just eat.
yeah. Either way, yeah, you got a number, and I didn't know that number affected your game, so I just played. But then I got clued up, and I was like, oh, you guys are
I
doing.
see.
Oh, okay, cool. So now you guys are all like 2 point somethings, and I'm like a 0 point
Yeah, they're like
whatever.
the coaches of Playtomic.
Yeah, and then you don't want to let me play because you think I can't play. Oh, okay.
No, I think their thing is actually if you
Bitch.
beat them at a 0.5 and they're sitting at a 2, they
Yeah.
drop more
But that's
because
farming,
of that.
man. That's farming. Like, I don't think anybody should like worry about their Playtomic rating if you haven't played 100 games. That's the buzz. If you haven't played 100 to 120 games,
It's definitely not going to be a true reflection. That's for
yeah,
sure.
you shouldn't worry about, because you even like I spoke to a coach at a different club, and he told me, have fun.
Yeah.
You learning the game. Your first 500 games is you learning the game. You need to learn the game before you worry about Playtomic rating and you want to be a
100%.
4, you want to be a 3, you want to whatever. Learn first, then worry about your rating
100%.
afterwards, because
I think
rating
that
is going to stop you from
we
learning.
need to also remember to not forget to have fun.
That's the thing. Like,
I think that's the most important, especially with the sport. It is new.
It's-
We don't.
yeah.
It's not like we've got Olympic athletes at this.
Yeah.
On this, well, hopping on this sport
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
It is going to get there for sure. I mean, the
oh,
future
100%.
is super bright for
I think
that.
the next
but
Olympics we're definitely going to have paddle in
yeah,
there.
have fun. Have fun. I think the more friendlies you play is only going to benefit you.
Like, for me personally, if you hop onto court with me, I don't want you, and this is just me, I don't want you to be scared to try to hit any shot. Like, if you hit overhead and it goes directly into the glass, I'm going to tell you, try that again.
Yeah.
Try that
Let's
again,
fix
because you have to make a mistake. Because if you don't make the mistake, you're not going to know and you're not going to learn.
Yeah.
So if you stop making mistakes and you want to be perfect all the time, you're not going to learn.
But yeah, I think that's also where your output of paddle needs to be realistic. So
Yeah.
if you are playing paddle to perfect a shot
Yeah.
or technique-wise, you do know that you're not going to actually go for too many competitive games right now,
Yeah.
because that's going to mess you up mentally, because you're already so hard on yourself trying to get the shot right. Now you're playing to keep yourself in the point as well. That
Yeah.
is tough. I think that's also where you lose a
But
little bit
that's
of
what
interest.
I mean. Like, just hop onto games. Don't worry about your rating. Don't
Also, you can
worry
go
about
for a
your rating.
leveling. You can go for a
After.
living. That's why it's there.
I feel like after 100 games,
100%.
after 100
100
games
or
that you
150
played,
games even.
don't
But
worry about your rating. Personally,
No.
that's just me personally. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Leave the rating, play the game, learn the shots, prep, whatever, overhead, off the glass, be comfortable, do your
Yeah.
thing. Then,
I agree.
once you feel comfortable, that's you personally, and you know the defensive zone, you know no man's land, you know your attacking zone, you know
you know
where
your
to position,
role, yeah.
you know you're a right-sided or you're a left-sided player, you know your buzz. Then, now my rating comes in. Now I can say, oh, this racket is not for me. I'm gonna change my racket up. But you can't be playing 20 games, 50 games, and like, nah, this racket's not for me. This racket's
Yeah.
not for me. That racket. You haven't played enough games for you to know yourself. How, let alone the racket.
Yes, I agree.
Doesn't make sense.
I agree. Well, that's a perfect example. I have a friend that's played probably almost close on to 250 now, 300 matches.
Yeah.
They've been playing with the Diamond Advanced paddle the whole entire time,
Yeah.
thinking that this is it, this is what's going to make me great. After 300 games, changed to a round face control
Yeah.
paddle. Because that's what he plays with.
Yeah.
That's where he's comfortable. That's what he
Do you know what I
knows
mean?
now for his game.
Yeah.
He just got the best racket that was sold to him and thought, if this is a good racket, I'm going
Yeah.
to play as good as this racket.
Yeah.
Now he's playing with, I think it's almost a soft face carbon with so much give.
Yeah.
And he's the happiest playing the best paddle he's played. He only knew that after 300 games though.
Exactly my point, man. Exactly my point.
So
But yeah,
I think the Playtomic rankings can catfish you a lot.
Definitely.
Like a lot.
definitely.
But I also think you also have to understand that the max rating
Yeah.
is 7.
Yeah, but
So
like,
think about the increments. Like those guys have been playing for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Think about the increments that they increase by or decrease by to
it's
get to that.
0.01, 0.02. You're not
That is
going.
wild.
It's crazy. Like,
And then your reliability comes into it as
Yeah.
well. Because you could have a +3 ranking with a reliability of 15, and it's a bit tough
Yeah.
to back
Yeah.
you on that 3 right now.
yeah, no, it is a bit tough. Like, if I see that you were 3, but you only have 20 games, you're not a 3.
It almost becomes like a game of mean girls because now we all link up because we 2s, and then someone that's like lower than us and they like reject.
Do you know what I mean?
They don't even send you a message. They don't even say anything. They
Nah,
just
you just kick you. Can you kick this person?
and you're probably sending messages. Hi, please accept.
Nah,
Hi, sorry, have you
mad,
accepted?
Mad,
Like,
mad.
But that's
Okay.
the cool thing about breakfast clubs and Americanos. 1, they don't affect your Playtomic ranking. 2, you get to play with so many different people.
Yeah.
You get enough rounds of paddle.
Yeah. Also, all available at the Art of Paddle Arena
Pardon.
on Saturdays and Sundays. You can find the links on Playtomic.
Yeah, and the
to come play
competitions.
the breakfast clubs. There's a lot of competitions coming up.
Yeah.
We have the league that's starting on Saturday. We
The
have the
19th,
breakfast
yeah.
club that is
Runs every Saturday.
If-
We've got a ladies Americano every Saturday. On Sundays, we've got an intermediate Americano and a novice Americano and a junior Americano. And then anytime else, if you guys wanting something, please shout out. Like if you're wanting an Americano that runs during the week rather for the moms that are at home or people that even work from home, please shout. Preferable times, put it down here.
That's the
Let me
vibe.
know. Let me know how I can get you into the sport, learn to
Yeah.
love it, have some
Yeah.
fun.
Paddle's taking over. It's good if you grow with it. Get on
Yeah.
the boat right now. All those kids that's 18 years old, 19 years old, leave the fives. Fives is old. Paddle is the buzz. Get on the court. There's success in paddle, honestly, for realsies. But
Yeah.
that has been the episode 2. That was a good episode. I just want to say,
I loved
for
it.
one thing, guys, this is the vibe. We love this. We love the Paddle Podcast Show.
Yeah.
This is absolutely amazing. The first episode was so well. It went so well. The reception that it got, amazing. The community is amazing, guys.
The response, good feedback and bad feedback,
Nah,
we love it because
I love it.
it's pointers we can work on. It's things we
Yeah,
can do
no.
better to make sure that you guys are entertained, that you keep coming
100%,
back, that you
100%.
keep watching us and allow us to have the fun that we do because
100%, man.
this drives us. It
Yeah.
feeds our soul. I mean,
Yeah.
And also to be surrounded by like-minded, passionate people does it for us.
Yeah.
It does it for us. It really does.
And if
So-
you're still here watching it right now, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to
Yeah,
the channel, share
share
it with
it.
your friends, share it with anybody, share it with you and your mom. Share, comment. It helps with the engagement. Where
100%.
we want to take this podcast from here to
Yeah, let us know what you
where
think.
we're going to be one day. Do you
if
know
there's
what I mean?
anything you want us to incorporate,
Yeah.
challenges, let us know. We're up for it. We're
Yeah,
up for it all.
That's the vibe. That is the absolute vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
We also released just the hype on our documentary that we did.
Yes, that
The
was very
Smash It,
cool.
Smash It, the paddle journey. It's also on our page, so if you want to go watch it, it's somewhere here. I don't know if I can put a link on the description or it's going to pop up here somewhere. But that's the vibe. That is it. That's a documentary from our two top coaches that
Yep.
went to Durban to compete in the Durban Masters. It's called
SA
Grand Open.
SA Grand, yeah.
It's a Grand Open. And yeah, go watch it. It's amazing. A take into their lives, a take into what we did in Durban. But that has been episode 2, Coach Darren. We'll see you next week again on another
100%.
episode. That was us. Bang.